Good morning indeed. Good morning indeed. We're on the way to the gym. Today is going to be a speed day. We're going to be doing some intervals. We're looking at about 20-minute warm up. Then we'll hit 10 sets of 4 minutes with I guess we'll do a 4-minute off as well, 1-to-1, only because the Disney 10K and half marathon are literally next week. They are next week, and we are going to use both of those runs. Actually, one of those runs. Both of those. We're going to use one of those runs as a marker of how we're going to be training, seeing where our fitness is after that run. So we can either use the 10K, but what you have to do is a certain calculation in order to find out your marathon pace. Or we can use the half marathon, which is the one that I'm probably going to use, probably because you don't have to calculate as much. We'll use the half marathon and, double the time plus like 7 or 8 minutes. And that'll roughly be your marathon time. So we're going to use that as a marker. And then we'll have to find more runs, more races. I'm not opposed to that. I'm actually looking forward to that. It's some speed work. As I am bettering my marathon time, I think it's only fitting if I also better my 5K time, 10K time, half marathon time. So far, I actually don't know what my 5K time is. I don't believe it's fast at all. It might be like a 25 minutes. 10K, I believe that one, maybe the last time I did a 10K for a race was probably like an hour. That one I for sure could do better at. Maybe I'm touching 55 to 50, maybe. Half marathon, last one I did was a little over 2 hours. I want to hit the sub 2 hour mark, and then eventually hit the 110. Is that 70 minutes? 70 minutes. I think that would be a killer time. And then I'll keep that. Let's see what else. And then of course the marathon that we're gonna knock out as well. It's gonna be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. The only thing is, not only do I have to get my times down, I have to, for the goal that I'm doing, which is 9 marathons 1 year. Let's go. All the major marathons. 2 of the majors that I'm listing aren't majors yet, which is Cape Town in South Africa and Shanghai, China. So I still have time before those 2 are announced. I believe this year Cape Town will be announced, and then next year Shanghai will be announced. And I really wanted to be a part of the Abbott World Association or something like that. I forgot the actual name of the organization, but that's where if you do Boston, New York, Chicago, London, Berlin, and Tokyo, if you do all that, then you get the medal that has the 6 medals in a circle. I forgot I don't know if it has its own name or anything like that, but you just complete the world majors, and you get a little, well, I guess it's not little, but you get a medal. And I don't know what their design is going to be for the 9. I can only imagine a bigger circle. Who knows? Or it could be a star, a 9-point star. I have no clue. But so far, I've looked around. I haven't seen anyone with this kind of ambition, anyone with this kind of drive, anyone with this idea to do all 9 major marathons in 1 year. No one. Not too sure whether I should be proud of that or not, but I'm proud of it at the moment, and I'm looking forward to it. It is a big deal, but as I'm mentioning that I have to do all this, I need to physically be ready, which I will in 2 years. Oh, for sure. We're gonna add up the mileage, increase the mileage, heavy, and then we don't want to risk injury. So we're gonna do it smart. But all that to say, I did create a GoFundMe. See if you guys can help me out. Anything that I get will be put towards this goal, whether it's from YouTube, any social medias, or anything like that. I won't be using it for my own personal use. It's going to go straight to funding the venture. And I did some calculations with the admissions, with the travel, the plane to each place, and luckily 3 of the places are in the States, so that travel won't be too much. But the other 6 are definitely out of the country, and some of them I have to be across the whole world multiple times a year, which is crazy. Like China and Japan, that's on the complete opposite side of the world, but it's got to get done. So that travel, also car travel, getting to the place that I'm staying. The stays, that's gonna be, I don't know whether I'll be able to do hotels or Airbnbs. And then I'll worry about visas and all the other stuff. Hopefully the world won't be shut down or anything like that at that time, because we need to get it done. And then is there anything else that I need to nutrition while I'm in the country, making sure I'm getting the proper carbs, proper nutrition and everything like that. I'll bring the majority of it with me, but because I'm planning for jet lag, I'll need to be there like 3-4 days ahead of time, and to make sure that I'm well accustomed to the time, and my sleeping patterns are gonna be okay. So there's a couple things I have to think about, but luckily I do have time, and I have at least this year, next year. Why? Because the other 2 majors are not majors yet. So when they become majors, that's when it's like super grind time. And so it's going to be a 2-year venture. And that's sounding like the same time the Olympic trials are. So who knows? I might work so hard that I qualify for the Olympic trials. Could you imagine? Could you imagine being a late bloomer with running? Because I just started last year. No. I started My first marathon was November 2023. Yeah, November 2023. And I trained like maybe a week for that marathon. Like an accumulation of like 7 days training for that. Yeah. Something like that. No, it was probably like 3 months. I don't know. I don't remember how much I was actually training for that. Either way, November, we're going to mark that as our first time running. And we are going to say that is about a year. That's about a year. Maybe a year and a half-ish. Regardless, we are late bloomer into this thing, into this running thing, which is okay. But that would be amazing if I can qualify when there's been guys that's been running since they were wee lads. I am no longer a wee lad. I'm actually a beefy lad. I don't have the figure. I don't have the experience. But we're going to try our best to get some good times. And we're going to kill this workout. So, today's workout, as I mentioned, we're going to do 20-minute warm-up, hit 10 reps of, or 10 sets of 4-minute reps. We're going 1-to-1, so we do 4-minute on, 4-minute off. And then a 20-minute cool down. And then we will, let me see if I can get in here. Caught him slipping. A lot of traffic, of course. Texas, known for its traffic. And what did I say? Okay. Since I need strong legs, I'm probably gonna do a couple sets of lunges, sled pulls and pushes, and maybe I'll hit some deadlifts and some squats. I'm not gonna go too crazy with the weight. Definitely want to go 1-to-1, so at least your body weights. And not at least your body weight. I'm talking about like deadlifts and squats. We don't want to go super heavy with them. So we're going to, I'm still thinking, because I don't want this to be a super crazy day. But I need to condition the legs to be able to take the load of hard work. And I'm saying that because when I actually do the 9 marathons in 1 year, that's basically like ultra racing, because I'm trying to remember the calendar, but I believe it's Tokyo's gonna be first in March, and then Boston is in April, but London is also in April. I think it's actually that next week. It's in that April. And then there's another one in May. I don't know where that one is. I think that one's Sydney. And then, so those are the 4 in the spring. And we have 5 in the fall. I don't know. I don't remember the calendar for that one, but I know there's like New York, Chicago, Shanghai, and Berlin. Is Sydney in that one as well? Yeah, I believe Sydney is in August, because that's their winter, so it's going to be a little cooler. Regardless, that's a lot of mileage. The Boston and London, those are going to be a little tough, but you know, as soon as if I can get it done without injuring myself, I think I'll be in a good position. And of course, as these 2 years go by, I'm gonna be simulating the same situation. So I'll be, doing a marathon like once a month ish kind of thing. Very slow, make sure we're not hurting ourselves, but just getting those mileage in, getting those miles on. And then we're gonna simulate doing a marathon 1 week and then a marathon another week. So looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it, be honest with you. Really not looking forward to it, but we're gonna get it done, and we're gonna love it. We're gonna love the journey, and we're gonna do what no one's ever done before. Are we gonna be the first ones? Well, we gotta make sure our body's ready for it, and we gotta make sure what is this clown doing? We gotta make sure our body's ready for it, and make sure we're eligible for it. And in order to do that, it's got to get done. It's got to get done. Ooh, let me see if I can slide in here. All right. Well, we'll see you guys. We just finished up the workout. Actually, I lied. We finished the workout a while ago, and I just got 2 new tires, 2 new front tires. Apparently, there's gonna be some big snowstorm over here in the west or the south. Fort Worth is expecting maybe like 4 inches of snow or ice. either one of those. And I've been needing new tires, to be honest with you. They've been balding. But I only got two. I changed the two front ones. And one was running real low for a while now. I think I had a nail in it. So it's good that I got that done. But the workout. So we did 20 minutes. We did 20-minute warm-up. Then we did 10 sets of 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off, and then a 20-minute cool down. So when I was, I think I wrote it down. I'm not too sure. It's probably in my notes. But when I was climbing, or when I was going down in the reps, and what I mean by that is the V-shaped valley of death, where we start with 8 reps of 5 minutes, and then we go 10 reps of 4 minutes, then we go 10 reps of 3 minutes. After that, it's 15 by 2 minutes, and then 20 by 1 minute, and then we climb our way back. So then we go 15-2, 10-3, and then today was 10-4. Next week is going to be 8-5. And usually, as you're climbing or going down, let's say for example's sake, you start at 10 minutes for 8 by 5. And then when you get to the 10 by 4, you might be able to do a 9:30 pace, And then for the 10 by 3, you might be able to go like a 9:20, something like that. So I don't remember what I was doing for the previous 10-4. It's in my notes somewhere. Maybe I could actually look it up real quick now that I'm at the stoplight. I want to see, let's see, 10-4 workout 10. This is 10-3. 10-4. I did a 7.2 on the treadmill, and that's about like an 8:30 pace, roughly. When I was doing my reps today, I started at an 8, and I was struggling. I had enough in the tank. My legs started to stiffen up. I was surpassing my lactic threshold. So I bumped it down. I went to 7.5. I did 2 reps at 8. On an 8, and then I did another 2 reps on 7.5, and then the rest I just did on a 7. Now the 7.5 was actually okay, but unfortunately I racked up too much lactic acid. Is that lactic acid? Either way, I racked up too much, so it was affecting my run, unfortunately, and I had to bump it down to 7. So I do think that 7.5 would have been a good spot for me to be on, but you live and you learn kind of thing. Let's not rush into things, is what I needed to do. When I do next week's, I'm pretty sure I started at a 7 for 8 by 5s. I think I can do, I'm going to start with 7.5, which is probably like an 8-minute mile pace. I'm guessing. Actually, yeah. Let's assume it's an 8-minute mile pace. And let me see if I can get in front of this car. So with that being said, next week is my last speed day. And then next weekend is going to be the half marathon. And we're going to see how we did. I'm looking forward to it. So after the workout, my legs were... Oh, that's the quote I have. My legs were... They had a little bit of juice in them. Just a little bit of juice. And so I decided to do some squats and some deadlifts. But I haven't done squats and deadlifts in a long time. Long time. So I just did like 25 on each side for the squats for about like 5 reps. And then I did 45 or a plate on each side for 5 plates, for 5 reps. I did that twice. And then for the deadlift, oh, that was a squat, by the way. For the deadlift, I did a plate first, and then I added 25s on each side and did all that for 5 reps. I was able to do it. I felt it in my back a little bit, so I guess my form is a little off. But, you know, I didn't go super heavy. You don't need to go super heavy. And I also don't need to be in the rep range where I'm building muscle. So I really don't want to build muscle. I just want to hit the nervous system. So I think I need to switch up how I do weightlifting. Plyometrics is key. Definitely need to hit that. But I need to hit more plyometrics, the eccentric part of the lift, which is if you're squatting, it's the resistance of the weight in the negative. So that's if you're doing a squat and you're standing up, it's the part where you're going down, not the part where you're going back up. And like for deadlift, it's the part where I believe it's the part where you're going down. Yeah, so it starts from the bottom, you lift it up, that's the concentric, something like that. And then the eccentric is you resisting the weight going back down. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. So need to work on those a lot more. We don't need to worry about the squeeze or the pump or anything of the sort. We just need to and we also need to work on ISOs. ISOs are key. Build that fascial part of the body. And yeah, that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. Hit the nervous system, hit the eccentrics, hit the plyos, and you know we'll build a strong body. I'm thinking of might lower the speed days and just build that aerobic base. So I'll just be running easy for the majority of the runs, which I was doing anyway, but we're definitely gonna hit running easy, maybe like a good 75% of the time, hit a good 20% is gonna be speed work, and then the 5% probably gonna be threshold. I don't know, I'm gonna play around with it, see what works best, but that's all for today. See you guys tomorrow.